until I come. Don't move an inch until I say so. Cook my food, wash my clothes, prepare the bed for when I come. Clean the house, bathe the children, put them to sleep for when I come. What? You say waiting? I say sit down there until I come. Don't move an inch until I say so. Cook my food, wash my clothes, prepare the bed for when I come. Clean the house, bathe the children, put them to sleep for when I come. And I'll be that woman, till say happy. And I'll be that woman when you go put on chain. Tell her when to talk and when not to react. I'll be that woman, oh, at all. We not in competition, we just want recognition. Man and woman get their role, just know the code as we go along the road. Hey, we want credibility and accountability. Appreciate our ability and capabilities. Stop of our
Oh my God!
against women.
Oh yeah. It says stop all violence against women. It's time to arrest all forms of impunity. Yes, my people. Hello, everybody. Hope you all are doing wonderfully well. Huh? And most especially, hope you all are keeping safe. Please do. We are in very unprecedented times. I'm sending all my love to all my fans, friends, and families in Europe, North America, and in Canada. And of course, Africa, around the world. May God be with us all in these perilous times. So, my dear, once again, I'd like to welcome you all to Unapologetically a Woman. So, folks, if today is your first time of joining me, please kindly note this is a platform where we get unapologetic towards changing what is no longer acceptable to us as women, and then work collectively towards changing it for good. Folks, go grab some popcorn because today's topic is going to be hot topic. And I've titled it The African Man and Polygamy. Oh, yes. Yes, my dear. Let me check this microphone and make sure it's working well so I don't miss anything. Okay, good. So today's program is for you that thinks a woman is a commodity and your property. Therefore, you can acquire as many as you damn wish. Because you have the cash. Then you feel entitled to use and then treat women as you damn it right. And then even men who cannot feed their themselves also think it is their traditional right to be polygamous, and therefore treat their wives the way it comes out of their penis. Yeah. Then the ignoramus wife beaters and abusers who act on social media as voice for all men, who go propagating women's slavery. degradation, and abuse are the same ones who best know how a wife should look or act, because these so-called men, they know it all. Excuse me. These same men that I'm talking about tend to depict women as objects, such as, oh, she's a wife material, or no, I don't think she's a wife material. As if we women, we are fabrics to be cut, stitched, sewed, folded, or styled. Oh yes, that's what some men take us for. And then when you ask these same men what wife material look like to them in the first place, they will begin to sexualize a woman by capitalizing on her looks and then insinuating what she can be used for sexually and how it will feel or look like to have her on their bed. Or they want to see how she should be well domesticated to fit into servant rules, and then be voiceless to put up with their shenanigans and abuse. To them, that is what a perfect wife material look like for them. To these nonentities of men, a woman is a property and possession to be used and dumped when desired. But you know what, folks? Thank goodness we cannot generalize or categorize all men in that macho madness, because there are still real men, real gentlemen who do not share such oppressive and barbaric notions about women. Oh yes. And that is why I want to indulge such men to continue to speak out and let their voices be heard. My people, do not think or understand all men to be a partaker of the message these social media miscreants and scalawags are propagating about women. No. Many African men still value their women and still treat their women as queens and princesses that they are, and they continue to speak up and sensitize it with women's oppression, and they are supportive in clamoring for women progress in all ramification and dimension of the term. But the abusers, the woman beater, and those who have misogyny ingrained in their anatomy and cannot feel important as a human being or as a man, whatever that word is, without maltreating their women or raining insults on women on social media outlets. These traditional nuisance and cultural bigots who want to tell you a woman must be submissive to her husband, but these same idiots will forget to add to that, men, love your wife as Christ loved the church. They will always be the one to say a woman is supposed to be submissive to her husband. And then they will forget the part of that Bible that says, men, love your woman as Christ, or love your wife as Christ loved the church. And then they are the same ones who also forgets that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Because when the wife gets to their hand, they turn into vultures overnight to beat her, bend her, break her, traumatize and abandon her, starve her of all matrimonial enjoyment, disgrace her, strip her of her self-esteem, of her dignity and self-confidence. And then everything with anything they will put on her, to the extent she will lose her self-power as a woman, her sense of reasoning, and no one will even recognize her again. Even the woman in question will not recognize her damn self for getting married to the wrong man. And these are men who are acting too as kings when they do not have a damn palace. They want to be pampered and worshipped by their white beasts, sucking the blood of their wives until she dries up of all her womanly virtues and dies young before her time. My brothers and sisters, it is a new dawn, and African women are rising up in their numbers to say no to barbaric traditional cultures and patriarchal constructs of women. We are saying our tradition can no longer be used or accepted as a hindrance to our evolution and progress as African women. Oh yes, we are saying that we will no longer tolerate the things that hindered our mothers, our great-grandmothers, and other generation of women in Africa. My people, I know a lot of my sisters have already heard their perspective on this issue of polygamy and husband killings by their wives going viral in social media everywhere. Nonetheless, I want to also add my voice. So folks, we've not started. So without wasting much of your time, let's get started. What my girls? Representing, huh? My people, it is very sad to see how we are normalizing bad behavior and then saying it is our tradition to be polygamous. The worst part of it all is the impunity by which ignoramus men demean and derogate women, while those with foolishness in high places applaud their abuse and maltreatment of women. Again, the worst part of it is the impunity by which ignoramus men demean and derogate women, while those with foolishness in high places applaud the abuse and maltreatment of women in our society. It is a shame to see that we are in 2020 and our society still grooms women to become men's property and servants to continually see men as a definition to their lives when they are supposed to be an option. And in contrary, our men are not trained or groomed on how to love and treat us as women or as human beings. And some very foolish and adulterous bloody fools who cite examples with Solomon and his thousands of wives and concubines. If Solomon's story is true, like what we learned or what we heard. Even Solomon eating Viagra or chewing the Nigerian Viagra, Brontachi, every second of the day to fit last. You know? So, excuse me. So, even if Solomon's story is true, that means Solomon have to be eating Viagra or Brontachi every second of the day to fit at least get close to 2 of those thousands of women every day where the Bible say Solomon get thousands of wives and thousands of concubines. Even with Brontachi and Viagra, he still will not be able to get to some in his lifetime. So that is fake news in the first place. Not all about Solomon is credible. Sorry to say. Especially with the thousands of women he was said to have, had during his lifetime. I see that as a very unrealistic, story for a man. Unless you want to argue that those thousands of women get orgasms by Solomon's words and not his touch or action. Yeah? Okay. And then foolishness too, no go let my people also know say that time in history, the more children and wife you get, the more property you go acquire. More children were needed for farm work, cattle rearing, goldsmith work, carpentry, and so on and so forth. So men tend to marry a lot of women so they can have more hands to work in the farms and factories. So Solomon's words could also be related to the number of children and manpower he had in his household. If not, how Solomon take get most of the words if not be the high number of manpower where he get for house? Or God throw the word from heaven to Solomon without Solomon flexing a muscle to earn it? Huh? So the same applies to our ancestors. We marry plenty wives to get more help for farming, hunting and fishing, and to fight in tribal wars back in the days. That is why they needed to marry many wives, to be able to have many children, to help them in such things. But today, how many people, they still dey farm, Even farming these days too, no needs much manpower again, as na mechanized farming, now a lot of people they go into now. Even our youth wey supposed to farm or do all those farm works, we get the manpower and energy, most of them don't enter road, they come abroad. My people, all this wife here and wife there, now women's slavery. Now I go call them. And a century-long fight women have been fighting to liberate themselves from. Holding a woman hostage was normal in that era of Solomon and our grandfathers, our ancestors. Punishment, abandonment, treating women as properties was a norm. It was normalized at that time. Women were voiceless. They were beaten, had no reproductive choices, and were seen as only baby factories and homemakers, to have lots of children to help in farm work and to run factories. Women were denied education and had no say as human beings. A woman could not independently think for herself or how to use her body or who to touch her body. Her body was decided by her husband. Whatever she does with her body was being decided by men or her husband. Women were raped and totally silenced and voiceless, And women were even considered unclean when they were in their menstrual cycle, and therefore they were alienated. They were ostracized and can't be found close to her husband or even cook for her family when she is in her period. And when a woman ventured to speak up, she was beaten to death. She was flogged, disgraced, and sent packing out of her husband's house, and even her family will not accept her back, and her children were taken from her. The list of women maltreatment, oppression, injustice, and abuse is enormous, and it goes on and on. Unfortunately, that is the same philosophical notion some men still uphold in 2020. That is the same philosophical notion some men still uphold in 2020. That means till today, they still want to use 18th century techniques for women of the 21st century. And yet, folks are crying river into an ocean that men are being killed by their wives, that it is now a new trend amongst women to kill their husbands in Nigeria, blah, 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 blah. Look, Una never see anything yet. No. Una never see anything. No. Pikin wey say im mama no go sleep, im sef go play washing night till day break. Una just dey die dey come, men. Oh yes, una just dey die dey come because una no wan step up to una game. Even if it's not the right thing to do, I am totally against killing or taking of another person's life regardless of the situation or the circumstances or whatever that person has done or committed. But then, folks, if we do not remedy this, if we do not remedy this belief and situation of acquiring women as furniture to punish and abandon them, unfortunately, the death toll will keep rising by the clock. Oh yes. Because our women are rising up to reject and say no to polygamy. They are clamoring not to be like their mothers and grandmothers or great-grandmothers who went through patriarchal, barbaric, tradition, and nonsensical cultural maltreatment and torturing women to death. First of all, you will say polygamy na your thing, and so you fit marry as many wives as you dem wish because na so your papa and your forefathers do am. Or because your friend marry multiple wives, so you think say yes, you don't want to be excluded, so you too won't marry. My dear, one wife is already exhausting, and with a family added to it, it is more responsibility for you to the extent you can hardly have time for yourself. Not to talk of marrying more wives. My brothers, the time to marry plenty wives is far gone because it was another era with different beliefs, different responsibilities, and behavior. You know if you use 18th century technique, they treat women of the 21st century. Majority of women now are career women. They be career women. We are in different times, my people. If they look say na so, if you they look say na so your papa do am, so you want copy. Also know say those women wey they marry like that for your papa time too, also get daughters wey see how their mama suffer for una papa hand, and now they get complete zero tolerance to polygamous activity. And most of these women vow say they no go live the life wey their mama live, because as you dey say, oh, you na man, you wan copy your papa, your sister too don see all those things wey im mama go through. She's chronically traumatized by their mother suffering. And so, like I said, they have vowed not to experience it themselves in their husbands' houses. Na so your papa do am. You na your father. Huh? Men of those days use everything and anything to put their women under check and under control as slaves and sheep and goats. And the women too, they were all wired and trained to worship and live their lives for their husbands and not for themselves. Huh? Then now, you continue saying na big penis and just money na they take the control woman, or to be like your ancient father. Yeah? I better come off it. Wake up. Wake up, son. Polygamy not be necessity, because you already get wife. Now long throat, greed and capricious desire, and a way of showing manly power, egocentric control. Now you dey. Polygamy is a psychiatric situation. Polygamy is a mental health with the notion say na you say women, or say women na your own to acquire like property, because you get the money, you fit buy them and buy as many as you want, and then put them where you want like furniture, and tell them how to behave. And the one wey you get for house already no get any right whatsoever to challenge your decisions, to challenge you, or else you go replace am with 10 other women. So with that notion, all of them go lose their self-esteem. They go become depressed, get anxiety. They fight to get your attention, and then they worship you to get your love and affection. They go out of their ways and values to please you as a man. That kind of thinking is sickening. Oh yes, it is. That's now wickedness. And that's now why, excuse me, that kind thinking is sickening. That's now wickedness. That's now way for you to hide your very low self-esteem as a man, and then show your friends say you be man, because you fit control many women at the same time. It's just like it gets so bad the way they take women, to the extent even a senator in Nigeria bring all in wives to Senate to fit show people, say yes, even they control how many women and children for house, why not fit control Senate? Waiting federal or public service get to do with your personal life. So you can just imagine the impunity by which men are treating women in that country. And for somebody of that high level of responsibility to think, bring women from house, come, tell them to stand for Senate, for people to see around the whole nation, and we here, we watch them. It just shows the low regard they have for women in that country. Yeah? So tell me, Men for Africa wetin dem dey do for, so tell me, men for Africa wetin dem dey do for their leisure time? Wetin dem dey do for leisure or as a hobby, if not to dey showcase women or dey drink and eat from one restaurant to another, and then dem dey feed themselves with carbohydrates and their belle be like hallelujah band. When dem don feed themselves with carbohydrates, drink all the yeye things finish, dem come dey carry belle dey come front like hallelujah band, and before you know it, dem say, oh, he slump, he die. Because the only enjoyment they know once they don get small money na to acquire women like furniture, put some for house, put some for street, rent house for some for outside, buy house for some for outside, eat dirty food, and they call am enjoyment. Fuck this, fuck that, reach some places say I no get power to fuck again. Mentally you dey drain yourself, physically you don finish, and before you know it, you go take Viagra, e stretch, e die, they say hey, e don die. Come on, yeah. This same mentality of marrying plenty wives na most men take fall for that country. Na firstborn take dey die unnecessarily, and the first sons wey dey alive, they don mumu most of them like zombies. Tie them down spiritually, and instead of them to be the heads of their families, they are now the tail. Oh yes, polygamy is the major cause of first son phenomenon for Nigeria. Na who born first son, na he dey own the man, na he dey get the man. Na first son dey inherit all the man properties. Then before you know it, all eyes go dey on the poor innocent sons, till they no go fit waka freely as human beings or even fit reach their godly potentials. Because yes, their papa go put hand for different things, different wives, everybody dey draw, dey bend, dey stretch, dey scratch, dey break to seek attention. My brothers, polygamous mentality na the cause of short life in men. But some yeye men go argue, say marrying one wife and having children who are all siblings is the major cause of father abandonment, because if something happens, all the children go support their mama against their papa. Also, some men go further argue, say if your wife dey treat you badly and maltreat you, unka, you no go waka. This can also happen because not be only men dey beat or maltreat women, okay? Some women too are also abusers themselves. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry. So, also, some men go further argue, like I said, say, what if your wife dey treat you badly and maltreat you, unko? You no go waka. This can also happen, my people, because not be only man dey beat or maltreat women. Some women are also abusers themselves and can sometimes be very cruel to a good man. So under these two above mentioned circumstances, a man is free to move on because no human being has the right to abuse another person, regardless of you being female or whatever gender you identify as or with. You don't have the right to maltreat anybody, because no form of abuse should be tolerated. If you find yourself in such situation as a man, please leave. And if there are children in common, If you have children in common with the woman, do not abandon them due to the sins of their mother. The same applies with women. If you have children with the man, do not abandon your children because of the sins of their father. Look for a consensus or common ground, and look for the best way to prioritize the best interest of the children, of the child. Okay, folks, let's go back to polygamy and side chick wahala wey dey trend for social media. Side chick. First of all, the term side chick means extra, like dessert, and not the main dish. Meaning, now when they don belle full from the main dish, neither they use you digest the food, which I think is a very demeaning title for any woman to hold or consent to. Oh yes, all women are special. All women are special beings and human beings, regardless of your status or position, and should be treated with respect and dignity. Oh yes, we should not let men define us or disvalue us to something irrelevant or to nothing of value or of substance. Categorizing a woman as something to be put aside as a plan B and a waiting list is unacceptable. Now, before you marry your wife, I assume she was the best among others and had something special that made you to choose her as a wife. She was very beautiful in your eyes and had certain qualities and criteria you wish and dreamed for to have in a woman. And therefore you needed to put her at home where you could see her every day and grow old with her, right? That was the aim. Then, why e be say when the woman finally reach some of una hand, you go turn her into a punching bag, starving her from all the basics of marriage. You starve her from affection, starve her of food, maintenance, love, sex, and even no dey come back home to the extent say you go make her understand and know say you get another woman outside. So if she won't die, make she die. Eh? Oh boy. Hey! They go do you. Eh? Even if our culture tie women down to be faithful and to keep to themselves, and most women still dey respect that culture, that will mean say make you punish your wife to death. Eh? You no go use your godly conscience, your godly mind, or use your brain. She be your wife, your soulmate, and the mother of your children, for crying out loud. If you don't respect yourself as a father to your children, if you don't respect yourself as a husband, still respect yourself at least as a father to your children. And this woman wey you dey maltreat, that be the mother of these children. How you say make these children dey feel when they see you dey maltreat their mother? I say some of us don't turn into moral judge. They say why wife dey go fight with husband lover for outside. Oh yes, I see around social media a lot of us don't turn to moral judge. We dey judge women, say, oh, why the housewife dey go outside go fight with the husband lover? Eh? My dear, why she no go fight? Eh? Just tell me one freaking reason why she no go fight. Eh? If na you as a man, person won't take your love from your hand, you no go fight. You no go even kill the man when necessary. Anybody jealous rich man? Eh? Tell me why the woman no go fight. Or you as a man, you go clap hand for the man wey dey fuck your wife? Eh? Again, violence is not the best method to solve issues, okay? And therefore, I am not saying you should go fight or become violent. I am not propagating violence in any way. I take exception to that. Well, my sisters, as a woman, if you go fighting your husband lover outside, let me tell you, you are losing your power to another woman. Oh yes. The day you decide as a woman, as a wife, to go fighting your husband's lover, your husband's mistress outside, you are losing your power to another woman. Yes. The supposed thief of your happiness, of your joy and marital peace of mind will see your vulnerability at its peak as you will be wearing your heart on your sleeve. You are letting her take more control over you and your entire household, girl. You are telling her you have totally lost control of your home and your husband, and that she has the power over your husband to do and undo. You're going to crush down with emotions before an enemy, make them reinforce and come back harder on you to finalize their plan and unfinished job. So sisters, I understand the feelings, but then that is not the right way to handle it, my dear. That is not the right mechanism at all. But still, I like to ask those who says the wife should not fight. Or if she does, the lover should be brought into the house right away and send the wife packing back to her parents' house. You see? That is the thought of an abuser who thinks a woman can be heinously abused with her self-esteem and dignity, taken and stripped from her, and yet she should not and has no right to show any emotions or fight back or ask for accountability from her husband. No. When we speak as educated women, we are considered rude, cultureless, and disrespectful. My people, what do you want the poor wife to do when your husband does not even speak to you at home anymore? Or eat your food, show you affection, or even make love to you? You also dare not question him, or else you will pick your 32 teeth on the floors of your dining room. Therefore, there is huge hopelessness going on in this woman's life. Total powerlessness, frustration, and bitterness. The only thing left for this wife is to look for the lover and try to pour that anger on her. Remember, love is for two, and three is a crowd, my dear. It is said that a chicken does not feel happy when a bird is being roasted. The wife cannot beat or fight the man. She does not have the physical power. So she looks out for the lover. the one she thinks is stealing her love from her. Isn't that logical? What is difficult there to comprehend or to understand? Eh? And then when she does that, bloody fools and macho non-entities and beggars all are commenting that the wife should be sent packing. Send her packing. She is seen. Send her packing because she is seen as another property that can be discarded at wish. Because she's not human, she's not a human being and has no feelings or blood flowing through her veins or have any fucking right to act. For God's sake, this woman married this man as a life partner, loved him, signed her life to him, have children by him, married him when he only had hopes and dreams to make money but was not having the money yet. She cooks for him, makes sure he has clean clothes, take care of the children and build a home with this MF. All of a sudden, her love has turned into a vulture. And according to Benin folks, sugu sugu. The man has turned into a sugu sugu. That is not eating her flesh and sucking her blood alive. Her love is now her worst enemy. And everything she built with love and patience is crumbling before her eyes. You have turned your behavior, have turned your wife into a wounded lion. A once classy and educated and well-cultured woman before you married her is now a thug, fighting in every nook and cranny of where you left traces of your adulterous self. Again, if it's you that is in this situation, what will you do, fool? I'm sure you will clap for your abuser, right? The act of blaming the victim, blaming women for male irresponsibility must stop. Yes, it's got to stop. Sisters, abusing a woman is not something to be normalized. Do not accept to be treated like shit. Excuse my language. Or settle for what is against your belief system and values as a human being. That rhetoric of men is scarce is not true. Only the good ones are scarce. And not all men. Good women are scarce too. It's vice versa. Huh? If you cannot find a man in Nigeria, give opportunity to our other West African brothers. And do not let one particular man think, or one particular tribe or country think they have monopoly over you as a woman. We are not merchandise. We are human beings. And we deserve to be respected and treated like one. With dignity. Sisters, it is time to choose wisely and stop trying to judge men by material things or follow men for the money or for what they have. Build yourself as a woman. Do something with your hand. Put yourself in that position where you will be respected, where you will have a choice to choose the kind of man that you want for your damn self. Eh? We all know that men are naturally deceivers when it comes to women, and they can be very selfish and demanding. I have said it before and I will say it again. So as women, we already know that. Some men also see us as not wise or smart enough when the fools are the ones with such thoughts. The ignorant men see us as objects for them to show their superiority and manhood. And that is why the lazy and senseless ones are afraid and run from strong, savvy, and awakened African woman. Because they are weak, my people. They are weak men. They always look for the soft ones they can break and bend. And then they use that word submissive when they are actually looking for a servant, for a slave as a wife. So now, my sisters, if you find yourself in the wife condition I have been talking about in this program, and you know, say your only crime not to love your husband, to pamper him, respect him, and build a home with him, and not be say you dey maltreat the man, or you don't jujulize him. You know what I mean? Jujulize him to marry you in the first place. And now when him eye come clear, now he come make am dey misbehave. If you know, so you no fall for that category, my sister, you got to stand your ground. Do not go fighting, my dear. Don't. Do not let another person's behavior or treatment towards you push you to lose your classiness as a woman, or your confidence and composure as a lady. Do not. According to Tupac Shakur, which my best of all rappers, yeah. According to Tupac Shakur, in times of danger, do not freeze. That is when you have to be a G. Oh yes, girl. Not be too wise where they no give the man permission to marry. Not be saying once, you sit down. You get everything at your beck and call. All of a sudden, you say your throat, waiting you dey miss now, na two wives. No be you say you want. No wahala. But my girl, make sure say he collect. And as in they collect from you, make sure say that so-called lover, that mistress for outside, so they collect too. Make sure say two of them collect. No be you dey house, wear the ring, wear the ring, get marriage certificate, born for am, they cook for am and everything. Abeg, make sure say you turn the damn republic upside down. Oh yes. Making republic ungovernable for am. Become so insubordinate. Let the warrior in you as a woman come out. You know, say sometimes we dey cool down as a mom. When we don't marry, we marry for love, and later we come to treat our husband like our children, because that's the only way you can tolerate them. And then they forget, say you were once a rolling stone. So when this thing dey happen, make sure say he collects, make that place ungovernable. He not dey in charge. You take in charge. When somebody don't drop in pants for outside, naked come house, you get to wear the pants for her. Becoming subordinate. Let the warrior, like I said in you as a woman, pop up. Rebel to the full course of the law and humanity. To the extent your husband go dey waka. He go dey waka, but he go think say he dey jump like squirrel. You feel me? He go dey waka, but he go think say he dey jump like squirrel, because his leg no go dey touch ground by the time you finish with am. Let am understand say where he for see pimples, boy fit grow come out from there. Face where pimples dey, boil, e fit grow come out. No go fight with the outside lover. Sit down for house and strategize on the best action to take. My sisters, na sense they tell they kill rat wey dey inside pot, make dem not break the pot join the rat. Bad babes no dey talk. No. Bad girls not dey talk too much, they strategize. Get all the love and information in papa and in mama house and where she dey frequent, and then invite am for coffee and 5 minutes discussion in a G style, and make this discussion snappy and straightforward. Oh yes, make am snappy and straightforward. Excuse me. Remember to stay and remain in your power as a woman and wife, and then talk confidently but politely as you take deep breath to control your anger and temper. Because the most difficult anger to control now when you feel cheated on. Jealousy. You are in love. Jealousy is the worst anger to control. I know say in Nigeria all this nonsense they happen. You know, so most men, they don't die here. They don't die for North America because all this rubbish. Because now where you feel acquire gun, people will not feel control anger when they are jealous. You can even, it's proven in the law, in the court of law. Provided you not shoot her more than 2 times. So, Africa, all these things, they go on. You know what I mean? A lot they go on for Africa. So, men here, then they say don't know say they get to behave because you know go feed their outside, they pay child support for children where you know they see. And then they pay mortgage for house where you know they sleep, and they sleep your car. So, people know how to behave here, at least to some extent. So, my dear, like I said, I understand. Say that's the anger of jealousy, and when you feel cheated upon, it's sometimes difficult for you to control as a woman. So, but there's no need to fight because you know the lie too with your husband. Don't tell the mistress about you or himself or outside. We can't make the mistress accept your husband with all her heart too as a woman. They give him everything to say he don't find husband. You don't know the lie where the man still go tell him. Because men, they lie. Always remember, say, not be all outside lover go tolerate one frustrated wife to come fight her or try to disgrace her for public. Because if fish big pass fish, my dear, you go swallow the fish. So if you be woman waiting, say you fit just go meet your husband mistress for outside, you won't go disgrace her. Not be all women. Not be all women, not be all mistress for outside go tolerate that nonsense. So mistress for outside, there be big fish wey big pass you wey they put for house. He go swallow you, swallow your husband. Put the useless man self for jail. Lock him up, put him under chains, put him for the dungeons. Okay? So therefore, if the outside lover not fight, sometimes when you go fight the outside lover, they see all these videos. You go fight the outside mistress, and the outside mistress no beat you. So therefore, if the outside lover not fight, if you go fight the outside lover and the outside lover not fight you back or beat the hell out of you, now out of respect, now out of respect, my dear, yes. It's just an act of respect. Because some of this mistress for outside, they go beat the living daylight out of you and arrest you. Like I said, go arrest your stupid husband, join. So watch your body language to avoid confrontation and make you not come be the disgrace, instead of say you they go with the intention to disgrace person. May not be saying that you they come disgrace, because the man if he don't tell us say he don't love you, he don't go waiting they use you do, he don't try to drive you, they come out. And when the woman go to stay and 24/7 the man they in house, the part of the man clothes they shop clothes come for the woman house. Now the woman house they sleep. The woman go to say don't see man now, but you dey outside the day house the thing say person steal your husband. So you don't know the lies. If he dey Lagos marry another wife for Sokoto, we don't see them plenty. Now when they die, now when they die, they'll come say they go bring you one of your family member or 2 of them, his brother or his sister. They go no say get that wife, they not go talk. They go see you, they say my wife, my wife, my wife. They know say their brother get one wife for Kafanshan. They no go talk. When the man don die, you go come see say you wey you think say you born grown up children, you go come see say na one year your children take senior the ones wey dey as another woman dey bring 4-5 children come. No be today. So time don reach wey we go wise up as women. We no suppose to dey fight, dey kill ourselves. We suppose to use brain, we suppose to dialogue, we suppose to get conversation. So my dear, watch your body language if you wan go confront your husband lover. Because to avoid confrontation and make you no come be the disgrace, like I said, you dey angry and under jealous attack no give you the authority, or audacity to go fight another woman. Oh no, not at all, girl. Because your husband na full grown as adult wey dey responsible for in decision and choices. So go face your husband for house and not the lover for outside. You go even surprise, like I have said, say your idiotic husband dey also deceive the outside woman too. So if you want to find out, before you start to react, if you think say e dey really necessary for you to find out wetin dey go on with your husband and another woman, you get to calm down. You get to put yourself in your classiness. You get to put yourself in your woman power. And confident. Breathe in and breathe out. Nothing they never seen before. If you don't know the cause of the war, you don't know the root of the war, you don't know how it's strong reach, you not gonna know how to battle am. Sometimes you get to face danger face to face for you to know how to tackle am. So if you decide say yes, I want know wetin dey happen, wetin me not get wey this woman get, everything God give me, and yet this man say na outside you want to dey sleep, I want know wetin he tell that woman wey make the woman dey keep am there, no dey let am come house. I want know wetin he no dey get for house. Then you better sit up, sit up and take the driver seat. Okay, so so in such circumstances, you got to go get a conversation with the outside mistress. And in such encounter, the question is simple. Oh yeah, if you decide to confront your husband's lover, your husband's mistress, it is simple. May I give you small tips? Huh? Okay. So when you see the woman, you introduce yourself. Now me be Mr. Dauda wife, for example. I like to know whether you know, say, Mr. Dauda, na married man and a family man with wife and children. And I like to know what Mr. Dauda tell you will make you follow him. Huh? Be pause, be calm. Remember now you be the wife. The person you dey talk to, na him dey steal from you. Whether good or bad, no matter how stubborn she is, he say go feel something for your heart. Say, hey, wife, don't catch me, right? Yeah. Then leave and make it talk. When he tell you, make sure say you go straight to the question when you ask him. Say, I like to know whether Mr. Dauda tell you say in a married man, in get wife and family, children for house, and wetin be the thing wey he tell you wey make you think say okay, you get to deal with him, you don't get to come back home to him family. And when she tell you, then you say, okay, thank you so much for sharing this information with me and for coming out to see me today. But you know what, my dear? I know to share my husband with anybody, including you. So for your own good and safety, back off and run from him. My dear, we don't go get this chance to talk again, so I wish you Good luck in finding your own man. You really not dey obligated to keep our discussion private. I get everything under control for house. Thank you, and do have a good day. Bye bye, my dear, and good luck. You suffer waka comot. They say na one word that they tell pikin, e go turn to thousands for im belle. You're even calling for the meeting shows that you get enough balls as a woman. When I mean balls, your ovaries multiply. And then you are in control of it. You're telling her, say, you not dey obligated to keep our discussion private. I don't say me you not go tell my husband, but I get everything under control for house. I appreciate say you come. That's I respect you. But I come here, can't tell you today, say, there's no space for second wife for my family. Because I know they share my husband with any woman. And then for your own good and for your own safety, back off. When you see her, run from her. And then we no go get the opportunity for us to talk about this anymore. And then as a woman, I wish you good luck in finding yours. What do you want here again? Woman like you confront you peacefully, politely, but got her message so straightforward and got it across. And again, mind you, some of these lovers will lie or become aggressive. I may not even feel threatened by your presence. Oh yes. Some of these women don't go feel threatened by your presence because they're ready for everything and anything. They go sleeping leg for ground to fight you back, especially if not the diabolical ones who are out to destroy and break good things or determined to break your family. In such circumstances, girl, still keep your cool. Still keep your cool and walk away. Go house, go plan. Now it make you see, as a babe, you're supposed to get different kinds of friends. You get the ones who are quiet, where you follow the talk of children matter, talk of husband matter, talk of your boyfriend matter. You get some stylish ones and you get some crazy ones. You get to get different kinds of friends. Because you go need them. You go need them. You go ask, quiet, go strategize. Nothing don't spoil yet. Remember, like I told you, bad girls not they talk, they strategize. Oh yes. My brothers, marrying a second wife when you have a good wife at home who have not wronged you and you do not have any intention of divorcing her, but you want to marry another wife to join her, is not an entitlement, but a privilege that must be consulted with your wife and get permission and her consent on. When someone has given you so much of herself, the least you can do is not to hurt her or disrespect her. You need to pet and pamper her. Let her know she's a good wife, a good woman, and that it is not because she's lacking in her responsibility or because she's unsatisfying or because she's below expectation as a wife that is now making you to sort for another woman, for another wife. Let your wife understand that it is because of your capricious desire and that dream that you have in your mind that is making you do that. It is not because you are not okay with what you have at home. Don't undermine her. Don't underrate her. Because a fool can because a fowl can never celebrate when a bird is being roasted. So men, be kind, be smart, be wise. Know this and try to put yourself in her shoes. Seek for her forgiveness and promise to continually be there for her and the children, and promise to continually love her, especially if she is the woman of your youth, who have been there with you forever as you ride and die. And suddenly, you are leaving her high and dry. And you think you will be alive? Only foolish men are not the fear woman. I'm telling you, in my younger days, I wouldn't have been saying all this. But after seeing what life entails and raising a man myself, I know saying I'm foolish. Raise a man myself will be saying he himself get girlfriend. You know, it make me to understand that it is only a foolish man that does not fear a woman. Polygamy is not the best kind of relationship if you have a good and happy marriage where the woman does not deserve your betrayal. My dear, if you want to practice polygamy and the women where you want practice am with accept you like that and ready to fully cooperate with you on that polygamous ride, please also have the resources to put the right mechanisms in place to facilitate understanding, respect, comfortability, and to fit get alone time with them when they desire or when they need you. If you get the means to buy house for Banana Island, for example, for them, with the Dolce Vita at their disposal, and you be good man and husband wey no go abuse or maltreat them. Also, you no be man wey dey jealous or wey dey forbid anything. Then maybe it will be manageable for some women to deal with the polygamous situation and not be when you be hungry, an angry man, and yet you still dey look for wives wey you wan enslave. Can you imagine? My dear, if not, if you go be hungry and angry man and you dey look for wife wey you wan enslave, you want plenty wives, they go tear you to pieces, bend you, stretch you, break you, and drag you with everything to see who gets upper hand and gain your attention more until you die. If you not be strong man, they go stretch you to death. Then the first son wahala go kick in too, as everybody go dey fight for wetin they fit get from you. If care is not taken, your life will be shortened in the process, or you will die young. So you won't go marry 2 wives. You no put the right mechanism in place. They tell you that every woman that they feel marry put them for one house. Poverty no dey go with polygamy now. Women by nature, the way they won't live with their husband different. And if you no get something to create that space, to create that mechanism, to give them that attention, my dear, why you won't kill yourself as a man? Why you won't kill yourself, my dear? My sisters, make una not forget, say men by nature, they already dey polygamous. Oh yes. Once their penis is erected, they lose their sense of reasoning or rationalization until they cool off. Remember, they can F your eyes, nose, or ear if you allow them. I have said it in my other videos. Excuse me. Eh? If you allow them, they go F everything within your body. Anywhere they find hole, they go dig them out. So please, girls, be careful of who you decide to share your life with. Be careful, so you do not end up becoming the frustrated, abandoned wife who see death or killing her husband as the last option or last resource. As payback for all the maltreatment she has gotten from the husband. A man who marries a second wife can also marry a third, fourth, or even the fifth wife. Such men are never satisfied. So do not think with you as a second wife they are done and you can remain special. No, they are still coming with more wives. It is their nature. There's this men that see women as something they can acquire, as something they can get. And to men who say they need more wife, and you dey capable, my dear, also learn to share the love well. Learn to share the love evenly. You say you need wife now, abi? Say one no reach. So if you know say you reach, you get the capability to marry 2 or 3 women, my dear, learn to share the love well. Yes, know how to distribute the love evenly to belleful everybody wey dey involve. Nobody send you message. Now you send yourself, so make yourself available when you are needed. No let one woman suffer because of the other one. No abandon one for the other one, or start to dey punish your first wife because you find new wife. Or else, dude, you no go last. You no go last. That idea of killing yourself to satisfy your mistress or lover outside, when everything and anything, when you dey take everything and anything to keep you awake, and when you reach house, you go come demand for correct fufu and orishi soup, from mama, from wifey. So the idea of you as a man, killing yourself outside to satisfy your mistress, your lover, using everything to make her feel happy and to see you as a man. And then when you reach house, you come call your wife, say, na so you tire, na so you no well. Since morning I work wan kill you, abeg make cook correct soup for you, make e make correct fufu, so that you fit replenish yourself. You go come gain energy. Then when you eat the correct food wey the poor woman go cook for you, because you don already lie to am, say na so helicopter jam caterpillar. Tell me wetin concern helicopter and caterpillar. Na one place dem dey park. You don lie all the lies for this world. The poor woman don enter kitchen, e don cook the food for you. You eat and finish, and this same wife wey you dey send message to cook the food for you, when you use the energy go fuck woman for outside, this same woman wey you get for house, you never touch am for weeks. You never show her affection, you never go close to her. And then when you eat the delicious meal finish, the scrumptious meal, you will go lie down, dey breathe, dey snore like one pig, wey dem dey prepare for barbecue. They go dey snore. And sometimes these stupid men, they think the women are not aware. They think say women don't know wetin dey happen. Come on. I say na stupid man, na him no dey fear woman. Stupid man. So if you come do all these things and your wife already know say something is fishing, she come vex for that special food wey you say make e cook for you. You don already baff do everything, right? Na food you dey wait for. He put Viagra, he go break the Viagra, put her inside the food. or put am for your drink. If the wife go crazy, say, you know what, enough. He carry Viagra go grind and put for your food or your drink. Because na that same Viagra that you take dey perform like who dey competition for outside. If she come put am for your food and suddenly you come charge up without you having the stamina or the strength to perform, and then your wife decide to burst you all night without letting you sleep. Oh yes, na where person find him thing e dey take am. So if that happen and then your heart can't stop to the function, you give up the ghost. Oh, people will come, hey, Mama Nkechi, oh, Mama Adesuwa, oh, Mama Amina, or Mama Bolande, he don't kill his husband, oh, they say na fuck his husband till he kill him. This same husband, he not touch Mama Informa for months. But Mama Informa won't cook for her way, he don't go use all his energy for mistress house. Can you imagine what some women just have to go through all in the name to continue to be husbanded, to say they have a husband? Can you imagine? He don't kill his husband, he F his husband to death. Then you know what, my sisters. I beg God. Make una not say na me talk so. Make una not do am o. Make una not go through that route, okay? I just use them as example. Say when men they do all these things, they think say women don't know. They think say women don't know. Men are foolish. When they come with their gra, you saw, we just set one small trap there. You go see as the trap go catch them. So when I cancel young folks these days, I tell them, I say, you know what, love your husband as a man, and at the same time have a space where you can love him as your son, because that's the only way you can keep the relationship going. If your pikin do you something as a mom, you get one space where you know they want to just leave am make go die. You know, something go give you that tolerance to tolerate am. And that's, if you fit extend that kind of love and tolerance to your man, that's the only way you fit there with them. If not, they are foolishness, And some things they are doing when they say they're smart, you just quiet, they look them. Just do like this. They go say, you don't see me, meanwhile you know all. That is why I keep saying, now foolish man, I know the respect woman, and I know the fear woman. So I'm not saying we go do them. I just use them as example, because you know, true say if you go do all, you don't use all the energy finish. If you say you won't come take your thing by force, you go kill them. You go render your children into a fatherless, children because of the man uselessness. So I bet my dear, Mona not do them, okay? Yeah. Again, like I said, if you really understand women, you go see, you understand women and see good woman, you go treat her well, so your days on earth will be long. And mothers like me who are raising boys, please talk to your sons. Talk to your sons. Excuse me. Talk to your sons. Tell them, let them know a woman is not a property. And good men are not to be taken advantage of. So when you talk to your sons as a mother, let them understand that a woman is not a property. That he who finds a good woman finds a good thing. And then also let the men understand too that for them, because they are good, it is not a yardstick for any woman to take advantage of them. You need to teach them that, okay? So men, be wise. If your wife has not done anything to deserve that punishment or abandonment from you, and if polygamy is not what you promised her when you married her, please do not maltreat her. Do not. I know some will argue that, oh, men get bored with just one woman alone. As in, just eat one soup every day, they tire person. Oh, really? Excuse me. Hello? Hope this thing is still working. Hello? Okay, I think so. Now, some will argue that, oh, men get bored with just one woman alone. As in, just eat one food every day, they tire person now. Oh, really? Tell me about it. Who tell you say woman not the tire, eh? Woman not the tire too. Woman, they live with you every day. Cook for you every day. Take care of your children every day. And take care of you too every day. Sleep with you and wake up with you for the rest of her life. Every damn day. And with age, your cassava gets weak. She still needs to put up with all your bullshit. Even when younger men with standby generator are in town. And some woo her around, but she remained faithful. She remained faithful anyways, just to respect you, to keep her marriage and her family intact with her vows. And then some idiotic men go get the impetus to laugh women, say that they fight for penis. Which penis? The one we get expiration dates with health, time, and age? Guys should thank their lucky stars that women are still fighting to uphold the family structure by marrying them and forming a family with them. My people, it is very difficult. It's a very difficult time to be a woman. Women adjust themselves to be your friend, your wife, the mother of your children, your sex partner. And then she is a working class lady at the same time, a nanny that keeps the house running smoothly, and then still have to put up with all your shenanigans and disrespect. Come to think of it, what does she really need you for if she could buy a penis of her choice that does not get tired, that does not complain or cheat on her, and she can manage it to whichever direction she wants or pleases without having to cook a goosey soup for the thing, or bolo soup, or waking up at the middle of the night to cook pepper soup? Eh? And she does not need to clean or do laundry for the thing. And she's not even going to be afraid of contacting any STD. So please, come off it. Women are now on top of their games and are working to their environments and how patriarchal traditional beliefs have oppressed them and hindered their lives from progress. They are cognizant that affection can be gotten somewhere else and from someone that is not you or does not necessarily have to be you or be in a heterosexual relationship to be happy and self-realized. Our men really need to step up their game now before our family structure totally collapses. Collapse! Good behavior and respect of women must be encouraged before you all start carrying your pennies on your shoulders and no woman will even look at it or talk less of appreciating it, except for your damn self. Women are getting tired, and many no longer trust in marriage. The rate of divorce we see in our courts is a clear depiction that marriage is failing, as women no longer can tolerate the patriarchal disrespect that goes with marriage, especially in Africa. Another thing, my brother, when you waka waka go carry disease, you go bring am home to woman wey no send you message. Men get to understand, say, outside lover, outside mistress, get im own secret boyfriend too. And that secret boyfriend get im own girlfriend, because he know say the girl wey you dey date na married, the girl na married man she dey date. And so he sef go look for another one, supposedly wey he say na im real babe. That one too get another one. And the chain goes on and on. Who suffers in this case? If not the wife, who can be infected with an STD due to husband's foolishness and capricious needs. Men, be wise. Marriage is a thing of choice and not by force. If you know you are marrying a woman to punish and torture her, strip her of her dignity and self-esteem, please do not marry. Remain single, for karma is waiting for you, for your sisters and your daughters. Polygamous relationship is not for everybody or for every man to practice. Know your power and limit as a man. Understand your wife and have the resources and capacity to satisfy multiple women who decide to ride with you on that route. Again, I also understand that most men married out of pressure from different sources and felt obligated out of their wish to marry women who they never loved. And then suddenly, they try outside and life brings their match or soulmate their way when they least expected. And before you know, love is real for them. And passion becomes inevitable to the extent the wife at home becomes a problem to their happiness. My brother, if you are in that situation, you need to step up to your game and settle things clearly, so you do not put yourself in danger or offend and cause any woman hurt. Nobody says people cannot fall in love with someone else while they are married. Married people too do fall in love with somebody else. It is the loyalty that keeps the old relationship going and your commitment to that person. Again, some people go further. Some people go further argue, say instead of the woman to harm or kill her husband, why she not just leave? My people, this microphone still dey work, so hello, I think so. Because it's taking a longer time. Some people go further argue, say instead of the woman to harm or kill her husband, why she not just leave? My people, it's just easy to live like that. Real love and passion. Now love today and hate tomorrow level. Love not a work like that. If not real love. If man, money or pikin not kill person, wetin go kill you? Vice versa to men too. So you love a man, you marry him, spend all your life with him, and then things become crazy. You no longer recognize the once loving man you married anymore. So the first solution na to leave, abi? Leave for who now? Leave the man for who? Leave for the new person wey dey find way to come in to take your position or waiting. That na advice wey person go give married woman. So you no get to fight back, abi? You get to live all your life and suffer for one gold digger to come carry. No be una mean by leave? Nonsense. Girl, fight back. Fight back with full force, especially if the man a good man. And you know say, if na in clear eyes e take dey do something, e no go treat you bad or abandon you and your children. And the way you see things dey go, the way the man dey do, you see am say they don remove him eyes from him head, put am for back. And now they see you like enemy, they see you like nobody, they see you like lion wey wan attack am. You know say you know they use a clear mind and clear heart till they maltreat you. My dear sister, abeg, that one alone go make you stand your ground. Stand your damn ground until you exhaust all avenue. And in your fight, seek Jehovah for rescue. Put God forward. Put God first. Fight until it is vividly clear that things will not change. And when you see say your life dey danger and the life of your children, that is the time you can back out. If not, please do not relent or allow the enemy win or take your joy. Fight and continue to fight until God says it is over. And like I said, especially when you see that it is extraordinary circumstances and forces are at play. When you see that extraordinary circumstances is at play and you need to protect your family. Remember, the beast is out there to destroy and steal people's joy. So my dear sisters, a word is enough for the wise. Do not lose God. And while keeping your guard, do not lose yourself. Remember, you are special and that you are a woman that needs to be treated with respect and dignity. Do not compromise your values or agree to be enslaved by barbaric cultural beliefs, but making sure that culture is evolving with you as a woman. So my people, once again, I'm just being unapologetically a woman. And today I am more of a mother and a sister. So folks, always remember that this is a woman's place for changing all that is no longer acceptable. Oh yes. And don't forget that if you are not part of the solution, you are the problem. So my people, be kind, be wise, be safe out there, okay? And I'll see you all soon. Have a good one and peace. See you soon.